Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel DS Tech Mirror. Topic for today video is how we can use Microsoft Graph API using Postman. Let's get started. At a high level, these are the steps which are involved in the entire process. So just I wanted to let you know that Microsoft Graph API are Azure protected API. So if you are thinking we can directly use the API in Postman, so it won't work. You will immediately get access denied. To overcome that, what we have to do, we have to register an application Azure ready because our Graph API, Microsoft Graph API is Azure protected. So we have to register an application Azure ready. That particular application, once we will register it, will have its own client ID, client secret we can generate. Then what we have to do, we have to give API permissions to that particular application. So if I'm using one particular Graph API, so that needs certain kind of permission, so I have to give that permission to my application. And then once all this process is done, using this URL and these headers, I will get the access token, and then using that access token I will use the API in Postman. So don't get confused, we will see the entire process in detail today, entirely in the form of hands-on. So let's get started. First, what I will do, I will directly use one API in Postman and show you the error, and then I will show you how we can overcome that. I'm inside my Graph Explorer. Over there are multiple APIs. You can use any of the APIs. Certain APIs needs application permission and others needs delegated permissions. What is this? Application permission means application will run without the need of the current user sign in, and delegated permission means current user has to sign in. On behalf of the current user, we will get the access token. This we will also see when we will register the application Azure ready. So all the APIs where -me over here, if you will see, for example, if I'll go to the mail section, mail, see, wherever you will see this me will work for delegated permission. They will not work with application permission. And if you have noticed the first slide, I have mentioned application permission. So today I will cover only application permission, and in my next video I will cover the delegated permission, and with the help of these two videos, complete authentication and authorization of Graph API will be covered. Okay, so I'll move back to my API. I'm planning to use this planner, all the planner tasks for a plan. So if you see over here, we need this plan ID to work. Over here, this is a planner. If you are not aware, planner is one of the app in our M365. You can open here. So what I have done, I have already created some plan over here, SPFX and Graph API, and inside the plan I have created some tasks. So I'm going to use this SPFX. I can use any of the plan, but I'm using this SPFX, and from the URL I can get the plan ID. This is my plan ID. I'll replace this plan ID over here. Done. Now if you see the modify permission tab, over here it is mentioned one of the following permission is required to run the query. So one of the least privileged permission over here which is mentioned is required, that we will also see when we will register. When we will register an application in Azure ready. Right now what I'll do, I'll try to run this query. So you could see the response is 200. It worked fine, and we can see over here it will give us the list of the task. You could see this title CRUD operation. So one of the title is CRUD operation. So basically it ran successfully. Now I'll use the same API in my Postman. Over here inside this Postman, I have this collection. So over here I'll create a new request and I'll say get all task. I will rename it. First let me copy this API. Now I will rename it get all task for a plan. This is done. Now if I run this API directly, I'll get an error, unauthorized, access denied, 401 error. Now we'll see how we can overcome this. So as I said, we have to register an application in Azure. How we can do that? Go to this portal, Azure portal. You can go by typing this URL, portal.azure.com. Then Under Azure services, you will see this Azure Active Directory. Click on this Azure Active Directory because these APIs are Azure AD protected APIs. So we have to use Azure AD. Now, from the left side, you could see app registration. Click on this app registration. New registration at the top. I will register a new application. What is the name of this application? I will say Microsoft Graph APIs. This is the name. Then it is asking for the supported account type. I will choose account in this organizational directory only. It makes sense. I do not have any multi-tenant or personal account. So whatever my account is in the current tenant, AD it will use. Redirectional redirect URI, it is saying where it will return the access token. For now, I will leave it as blank. Otherwise, for example, if you are using this web Postman, you can select that particular URL, or you are using any application, for example, any SharePoint application, you can enter that particular URL over here. For now, I will leave it as blank and I will click on register. Now guys, the moment I register, I got this client ID, I got this tenant ID, and over here you could see client credentials, add a client certificate.secret. So what I'll do, first I'll generate the certificate, because for the authentication we need the certificate also, or secret. So I'll use the secret, new client secret. Description I will leave blank, expire in 6 months, it will expire. There are other options as well. I'll click on add and immediately I will get the client secret, and I will save. The moment you generate it, just copy and keep it safe with you, because after some time it will get encrypted and then you won't be able to use the same secret. Maybe you can generate a new one. This is done. I'll go to overview. Next, what we have, client ID. As I said over here in my PPT, we need the client ID. So this is the client ID. We need the tenant ID. This is the tenant ID. So everything else now we have. Now first what we'll do, now to get the authentication, how the authentication will work. First of all, we have to give access to this particular application which we have created. What is the permission we need over here? From this tab I can get it. I will say task.read. One of the permission it is saying, but I will give task.read. Okay. So now this is important over here. I'll go to API permission. From here, add a permission, Microsoft Graph. So guys, over here the thing I was talking about, delegated permission or application permission. You could see the explanation. Your application need to access the API as the signed in user. That means the moment I'll run and run the API, I need to first sign in and then only I can use it. Or your application run as a background service or daemon without a signed in user. So today I'm covering application permission. So I will select this. I don't need the current user do not need to sign in. Over here it was related to task. I will type task and you could see task.read all. Select this permission, add permission. Not granted, I have to give the admin consent also. Only AD admin can do this. So make sure you have the correct privileges to do all this activity in Azure AD. Now this particular application, Microsoft Graph API, has this permission, and then that particular application can use this API now. That means with using this application credential, I can get the access token, and using the access token, I can authenticate this. Because if you go to the authorization tab over here, there is an option called bearer token, and I will remove this, and I need token over here. So I will get the access token using all these credentials of my application which I have registered in my Azure. I'll go back over here and I'll go to the Postman and I'll create another request. I'll say add request. I'll rename it get access token. Done. What is the endpoint to get the access token? I have kept it over here. You can find all this detail in the description box below as well. You can copy paste from there. One thing to note over here, you need to replace this with your tenant ID. This is my tenant ID. So, and from where you can get the tenant ID, go to your Azure AD, and this directory tenant ID is your tenant ID. So I have already pasted it over there. So make sure this is your tenant ID. I will repeat this, the highlighted part. I've already highlighted it. So I'll copy this and I'll go to the Postman. I'll paste this URL over here. This is done. So guys, now after having this endpoint over here, next step is how we will do the authentication, because if I'll run this endpoint directly, again I will get the error called bad request. It is saying the request body must contain the following parameter, which we already have, grant underscore type. So what I'll do, I'll go to the body, I'll select this form data, and what I can do, I have to enter all these grant type, client ID, client secret, scope over here one by one, or I can do bulk edit. I've already copied and I can paste it over here. And now if I go to key value edit, I will get it over here. But I'll tell you what I have done. So what you can do, type over here grant underscore type, value would be client credential. Make sure you do not make any typo mistake, because this is very important. Next is this client ID. By now you must know that you will get the client ID from the application which you have registered in Azure AD. This is your client ID, application ID, client ID. Just hover over it. You will get this icon. Click on copy. Then if I go back, next is this client secret. Client secret, you will get it from client credential. Just click on it. You will get it from here. So as I said, it will get encrypted. Now it got encrypted. So make sure you copy it immediately the moment it gets generated. Otherwise you have to generate it again. So this is client secret. And then last is the scope. Scope is, which I have mentioned in my slide, https graph.microsoft.com/.default. So if you will notice, only client ID and client secret we are getting from this Azure AD application. Rest other two parameters are fixed. Their value will remain fixed. Now I will click on send, and you could see status 200. Okay, we got the access token. Now using this access token, I can do my authentication, guys. I got the authentic access token for my application, and which is, what is my application? Microsoft Graph API, this client ID, and we have authorized this particular application that it will be having access on this particular API. Now I'll go back to my API, that planner API, copy this access token between the quotes value. This is your access token. Go to this get all tasks for a plan, which got failed earlier. And now under this bearer token, paste your token. You under authorization tab, you have to select bearer token and paste it. Save. I'll say both of them. And what I'll do, I'll click on send now. Now it should work. Click on send, and you could see the status 200. Okay, we got the response, and we were able to authenticate using Postman or Graph API. If you see the value, I'm getting the title, CRUD operation, all the tasks related to the planner I'm getting. So guys, this is how you can set up the authentication. Let's see one or more example so that you can understand it much better. So for another API, again I will go back to my Graph Explorer, and let's create this API, create a planner task. This would be a post request. I want to create a new task in my planner. So this is the API which I have. This is the permission. Let's check the request body. I will say my Graph API Explorer task. I will name it as Explorer task. Okay. And then this is my header, permission, access token. I'll run this query. And I got bad request. Let's see what is the issue. Okay, if I check this response preview, here we have the error. Schema validation has failed. Validation for field planned ID. Okay, I have to provide a planned ID. It makes sense. I'll copy the planned ID from here and I'll paste it here. Now it should create a new task. And I'll run the query. It got successful Explorer task. I'll refresh over here, and you could see this Explorer task is created automatically. Now we'll try the same API in my Postman. So what I'll do, I'll immediately copy this API. I'll go to the Postman. I'll say add request in my collection or new request. Yes. I'll paste the endpoint over here. This type is post. Done. Rename your API so that even you can use it at a later point as a reference. So this is create task. Fine. Now I have saved it. Next, what I want is yes, there are certain headers over here. Request body. So this I have to put it in my body of my email. So I'll copy this. This is because this is the plan ID and this is the title of my task. So this will go as a with my this will go along with my request. So I'll go to the body and in raw under raw this time I'll paste it and I'll say postman task created by postman. This is done. And next is if I go to the graph explorer request header. So this is my header, content type application / JSON. I'll again go to the headers over here and you will search for content type. I'll get it. Value is application / JSON. So this is also done. And the only thing is the authorization. For authorization, what I have to do again, I will check the modify permission tab. And if you will see over here, allow the app to create, read, update and delete your task. So this permission is required to read, update and delete my task. Task.read write. Okay, I'll go back to my application in Azure AD. No need to register a new application. It's the same application, Microsoft Graph API. Under API permission, add a permission, Microsoft Graph application permission, and here I will select task.read write all, add permission, and now grant admin consent also. So everything is done over here. I'll just refresh and again I'll come back to my postman. So now what I have done, I have given the access to my application, but now the old access token will not work because this access token has the permission only to read the task, not to create. So what I have to do, I have to again generate the new token. Now this is the latest token. This token would be having that particular access. Go to create task, authorization header, bearer token, paste this token over here, save, and now if you will run, it got created, status 201, immediate success. Go to planner, task created by postman. So guys, we have created the task using our postman. So this is how you can use postman to use your graph API. Now using this you can integrate your graph API in your any application like Java application or Android application. You can integrate it. This is the way. So just to reiterate for you what you have to do, first you have to register an application in Azure AD, give your application the required permissions. Then for application permission, you have to use this particular endpoint to get the access token with all these details. If you are using delegated permissions, that I will cover in my next video. I hope you find this information useful. If you like this video, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel to get notification for our upcoming videos. Till our next video, much love, keep learning, thank you.